So before we can talk about being culturally agile or cultural competence, I want to take a step back. And I'd like for us to think about how do we even define the concepts of diversity and inclusion, right? So diversity is the recognition and the honoring of our commonalities and our differences, right? So as much as we are alike, we are also very different from other people, be it our personality, how we communicate, what we like or dislike. Those are kind of the things that make us different. Simultaneously, we are very much alike, right? And I do this joke in my presentations around this idea of being hungry for something or yearning for something, and all of us have yearned for something or been hungry for something, whether physically or metaphysically, yearning or hungry for something. We've also been in love, either with a thing or another person. We've felt it, we've engaged in it. We've also had our hearts broken, right? And so not being able to achieve the thing that we're yearning for, or not being in a relationship that's reciprocal of the emotions that we feel for either another person or a thing, right? So we've all yearned for something, we've all hungered for something, we've all felt what it means to be loved, and we've also had that love or that yearning broken in some way, right? And so those are the things that make us very much alike. And so those differences that we see oftentimes can be seen as obstacle illusions, artificial barriers to authentic human relationships. And so when we think about diversity from that standpoint, that it is our commonalities and our differences, we recognize that we have to honor those on a regular basis, right? So I have to recognize the ways in which we are different, but I also have to recognize the ways in which we are very similar. And it's with that concept that we're able to get to this place of inclusion. So what is inclusion? Inclusion is simply the creating of an environment where our commonalities and our differences help elevate us to achieve organizational goals or to achieve our personal goals, right? And so inclusion is the setting of the environment where my commonalities and my differences are seen as opportunities, leverages to advance organizational goals collectively. And it is also a place where I can bring my best self, right? So I can bring my best self in an inclusive environment that has been created. So how do we create those environments? Well, partly we have goals for the organization or for the group that we're working with, and then we make sure that folks can reach those goals with whatever tools or